Welcome back to the Knit Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today's tutorial I want to show you how to change the yarn when it's in midline. So for example, say you're doing an afghan, you don't want to waste all the beautiful yarn it took you to get here if you're running out in a particular spot. So right now I have about 8 to 10 inches left on the ball. So I've cut this purposely just for tutorial reasons, but if you're running out of yarn, you want to leave about 8 to 10 inches left. So don't finish it all the way to the stitch. So I'm gonna use a different color just to demonstrate on how we're gonna be able to do this. So I'm just gonna grab my blue back up and I want to make sure that the strand is about 8 inches long. Okay, and I want to just kind of loop it so there's no knots. As much as you want to try to put a knot in to secure, you'll always see a knot. It seems to always work its way through the front of a project. So just take the loop and just put it on to there. So let's just start knitting first, and instead of using the orange that we had been doing, we drop it and we loop around the blue. Okay, so this will be the new orange ball that you're gonna work with, and what you want to do is knit with that as normal. But wait, there's more. So pretend it's the same color, so you're gonna drop this strand and blue out of the way, so that will be orange technically. So you're gonna come into the next one, and using the original one that you started with, you want to reach around and knit with that one, just like there. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is that you got 2 stragglers here. You're going to then continue along with the straggler that is the original here and the new one leading to the yarn ball. Okay, so the straggler that you had already joined on already is gonna be just hanging out of the way. You'll have to secure that later. So you're just gonna grab both of the strands, okay, the finishing one from that one and the other one leading to the yarn ball, and you want to use those in unison then for the next stitch. So coming in, you're gonna wrap both of them around the knitting needle and knit them together like this. Okay, and they will stay together just like that. And you want to continue then for about 3 stitches, maybe 4, it's up to you, and you're just gonna wrap both of those. So this is getting both of those stuck into position as you go. Now if they're the same color, the stitch will look a little bit thicker, but in the long term it'll be pretty hardly not noticeable because it is they'll be the same color. So I've done 3 in a row, and now I'm just going to drop the original one, which you're almost running out, and I want to continue on with the other yarn. Okay, so if it was the same color, it would just be continuous with the orange. So I just want to continue to wrap, get that out of the way, and I want to continue to knit as normal. So the trick is that you have to really concentrate on the ones when you come backward that you actually have 2 strands working as one stitch. So coming around, I'm gonna turn the work and I'm gonna do purling, okay, because I'm gonna maintain this pattern. So what I want to do is come around and using that same yarn, okay, that we're working with now, and we're going to purl as normal. So right where the yarns look like they're belonging together, we want to keep them together for this particular demonstration. Okay, so these two, see how they're linked together? So you want to insert them, so you're going into both at the same time and treat them like they're one. Okay, so you keep doing that until, see, you can see these are 2 separate, and the only reason why they're 2 different colors is that I've used 2 different colors to demonstrate this technique. So as you notice is that the one strand is kind of linked into the other one because they were put together. So you're gonna have that strand that you started with is going to still be hanging out, and what we'll do at the end is that we'll take a darning needle then and we will then secure it into position by weaving it in back and forth on the back side of your project. So when you turn it around, you can see that this was the original strand that we had just joined on, and then this was the one that we went over top, and then we started with the blue here. So if you're using all the same colors, it wouldn't matter. You wouldn't really see any of that. So you just can continue to knit as normal, and then all you just need to do in the back side here, you will notice that you would have had the starting strand, which is here, you'll have to secure that in with the darning needle, and then this one here you may want to just throw it through a darning needle just to secure it as well. So you can just try this concept. It's not really hard, and this is how you change a yarn strand in the middle of a row. So until next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of the Knit Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com.